Check out nothing.
What's happening?
You already know.
What up with it, dog?
I'm around riding out all day, going through it, but getting to it, keeping the pie going. How we do.
Keeping the pies and going through it, but getting to it. Okay, bars, nigga.
Bars. Listen. Ain't nothing going to stop me. I don't give a fuck what they throw at me. I ain't stopping. Fuck what you heard.
Well, give me a quick 3 bars then, nigga, since it's like that.
Ball don't lie. There you go. I give you 3 words. 1 bar. Ball don't lie, nigga. That's all I'm saying. Ball don't fucking lie.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is I told that to my coach one time. That nigga benched me and said the ball do fucking lie, nigga.
The devil is a lie.
And sat my ass right down.
What it look like, bro? You good, man?
I mean, just over here chilling.
We've been turning up a little bit lately. We've been knocking these times out. Like, we working like slaves over this joint right now. I like the energy.
Nigga said slaves. Don't get us canceled.
Man, I feel like if they was gonna cancel us, they'd have did it 100 episodes ago. I've been on bullshit, so I think they're used to it now.
Yeah, facts. But I heard we got a special guest today.
Yeah, man. Probably about to be, legendary tonight. Tell you a quick story, right? So I had a cousin that played NBA basketball. But I see my name in the studio today. I'm not gonna say his name until he, enters the room. But this is how I got my start in the city. Like people used to identify me. I became Jay Moody, that nigga, all that. Everybody know me. All the girls love me type shit. But for a whole slew of years, every time I would go to a party or a club, I would get it free. But you know what they would say? This such and such little cousin.
Oh, so you had the ultimate cosign.
Ultimate cosign. So yeah, shout out to Big Cuz, because he definitely had the city wide open for me, just for me being his little cousin. So
he was like, man, let this little nigga in, man.
Definitely. Everywhere he went, I was there. Everywhere he went, I was there. So
this little nigga with me. You know what I'm saying?
What's been going on though? And what'd you do for Labor Day? You get into anything?
Went to mom's house.
She cooked?
Chill. Yeah, she threw a little something together. Took to some Go plates. That's about it.
Well, that's how I gotta go. It's a Go place, be what it be. Anything crazy going on in the Yo, wait, time out real quick before we get into the show. This Krishan and Blueface shit is kind of funny. I saw Blueface talking about how Krishan really master manipulated this whole thing, and he was breaking it down. But I kind of felt him, because who films they recording on live? Number one, because hospitals don't let you do that shit, and number two, she had on all her jewelry and everything the whole time she was giving birth.
Jewelry wise, I mean, I wouldn't say jewelry, but I know a lot of chicks that have births and put their makeup on and be makeup ready, hair ready, all that.
On live though, on Instagram live. That's
now the live part. I don't know how that was possible, because I tried to record my daughter being born, and they told me absolutely not. I said, all right.
That's what Blueface said. He was like, yo, she set all that shit up at a special place where they were going to let her do it. She trying to get the flex. And he was like, yeah, I respect the genius. He was like, she trying to get everybody to turn against me. And he was like, he was like, when you go into labor, it's a sudden thing. That shit was so planned. Everybody was there and ready. And yeah, that's crazy.
Well, they do give you a heads up of when the baby's coming. It ain't that genius. You know what I'm saying? And maybe the nurses was like, y'all can record in here, but y'all can't record anything from the backside.
Nah,
the birth or the
she set
doctors,
it
because
up.
you
She set that up.
think
I ain't
so.
buying
I
it.
mean,
She set that up.
oh well, they entertainers. She
Well,
entertained.
yeah, very true. Hey, you see Charleston White. He said, "I got two bets going." He was like, "I got a $5,000 bet that they gonna have a retarded baby, and then I got a $2,000 bet that the baby ain't gonna make it." He is so disrespectful, yo. That nigga. I
Wow.
feel like I almost feel like he's gonna be Trump's running mate, like, cause he's crazy with it at this point. He don't give a fuck about nothing or nobody. That energy Charleston is giving off is just very different. It's very different. He said, he said 5,000 they gonna have a retarded baby, straight like that, straight on live and everything. He said, tell Blueface to call me. I got 5,000 they gonna have a retarded baby, or I got a side bet that's 2,000 that the baby ain't gonna make it. I'm like, yo, this nigga is crazy.
Wow.
Master fucking troll, dog. Master troll.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I one thing about births and deliveries and shit. Sometimes it can be a life changing experience, and hopefully that's what she needs to level up. Or it might be the worst decision they ever made as parents. Just depending on what goes on, and so far it's already getting ugly. It's only been on Earth one day.
Yeah, that's wild.
And they going at it. And I don't give a fuck who I'm with, who my new girl is. I'm going to see my kid get born if it's an option.
I don't know. Not if it's that snaggle too fun. First of all, Blueface, Blueface choice of women be crazy. Shout out to Blueface for like, god damn, bro. You see his chick and her fucking BBL? That shit was wild.
He said she was an A1 day one, man. A1 day one,
man. He got money. He could have got her. I seen chicks in the projects with better BBLs with that. Yo, that shit was wild, nutty.
Nigga, the ball don't lie.
Absolutely.
Oh, hold on. The BBL don't lie, nigga.
The BBL, yeah, that shit. It's like I'm your coach, nigga. Yes, the fucking you. Like, put your ass on that fucking bench. Fuck is you talking about?
But yeah, man, congrats to them.
And I feel like that was the only crazy thing that really happened this week. They was on some Trump shit. They kind of took the headlines. I'm sure other shit happened, but
Charleston White, you a cold motherfucker for that.
Yeah, man. Like getting with Trump. I need him and Trump to get together, man. Him and Pops, they'll run a hell of a campaign, man. I think that shit'll be the most entertaining shit in the history of the world. I don't think it'll be no headlines for nobody if them two got together. Lord Jesus.
Well, you got to think Charleston White is only known in a small demographic.
That's why he need to get with Trump. Make that demographic bigger. that's my whole point. Make it bigger.
Hey, y'all. Hey, for the audience that's listening, that's Moody's 10th time saying Trump already. We are only 8 minutes into the pod.
And I'm gonna probably say it 10 more times before we done.
What's up with this Obama shit? Them saying some dude came out with a skank. Like,
wait, why boy say he banged Obama while he was snorting coke? Like, what the fuck is happening?
Nah, he said Obama was smoking crack.
I'm smoking crack. Damn, Obama, I tried to give you a pass. They said you was straight on the Marion Barry. That's crazy.
Do they even screen people before they just put these stories out, or is it just?
I mean, it's kind of wild because they was on Tucker Carlson. You feel like Tucker Carlson would probably be a little more responsible about that shit, but that's I don't know how that's about to go. We're gonna get back into that. Our special guest just stepped up in the building. The one and only NBA's leading technical foul getter, greatest power forward to ever play the game of basketball, in my opinion, because Rasheed Wallace in the building, make some fucking noise.
Hey,
look, first off, I ain't first, dog. You know what I mean? I'm third on the list. There's two people in front of me. You gotta get them facts right. You know what I mean? Everybody always think I'm the first, but the two people that's in front of me, you know, the media and white folks like them, so of course they gonna say something about me.
Wait, who in front of you? Cause why I always felt like you was first for some reason.
No. Karl Malone is first overall.
Mm.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, exactly.
I ain't know
thought that, huh?
I ain't know that.
Yeah, look that up.
I ain't know that.
I'm third. It's Carl Malone.
Dennis 2? Is Dennis 2?
I think it's Dennis 2, I'm 3, and Barkley 4.
Okay.
The other greatest power forward, Charles Barkley. I got a funny Charles Barkley story when I was out with Cuz one time at dinner. This nigga thought he was the mayor. This shit is crazy. But we gonna get into that. Welcome to the pod. Welcome to Riding Out All Day, Cuz. What's good with you?
Man, same, can't complain. Staying in my lane till it's time to change, beloved.
Bars.
Shout out, bro. And this my bro M. Davis.
Nice to meet you, brother. Privilege and an honor.
Word.
So yeah, so I was explaining it before you hopped on the pod, like, so we change our names in the studio every week, but like my joint is, you see what it is, Rasheed Wallace's little cousin. I was telling my bro and Davis, literally, this is how like I became a nigga in Philly. Like, but before I was Jay Moody, every party I went to with Big Cuz, then I started going to parties without Big Cuz, and every time I would go to the door, they were like, yeah, let him in. He's Rasheed Wallace's little cousin. Swear to God. Swear to God, that's how my legend fucking the ultimate cosign fucking Big Cuz.
This nigga had a lifetime cosign.
I swear to fucking God.
Wow.
I swear to God. Everybody at every door, that's what they said.
Wow. So welcome to the podcast, man. Like I said, it's a privilege and an honor to have a NBA champ fucking with us.
No doubt. Thanks for having me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Because you know what I wanted to ask you. This is some real off the record shit. I've never asked you this, and I never understood it. But I always wanted to ask you, why did you go from 30 to 36?
Because that was the year my brother. Well, excuse me, not the year. That was the age my oldest brother was when he passed away.
Oh, X. Rest in peace, X.
Yeah. So that was his tribute for him. Yeah. Other than that, I always wore 30.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Except for when I first started playing basketball.
Oh damn.
When I first started playing basketball over there at Lonnie Young, I was wearing number 8. And so, you know, that's the closest number I can get to number 6. Of course, you know why I wanted to be number 6. Who didn't? Everybody wanted to be Doc.
Dr.
You know
J.
I mean?
Doc, especially
so
from
when
Philly.
I got the Grats my rookie year, Mr. L was like, "Nah, you a big man. You too big to have a number 6. I mean a number 8." So he threw me 30 in. Been rocking with it ever since. And then I started to like it even more because I fuck with Billy Owens.
Yeah. Golden State Warriors.
Of course, trying to be like my big brother when he was, my big brother was a Billy Owens fan. He told me all about, college ball as far as stats and all of that shit. And he liked Syracuse. He liked Billy Owens. That's when they had him, Derek Coleman, and the floor general, Sherman Douglas.
DC Sherman Douglas. Damn.
Wow.
You going back. I shout out to all the, oh man, speaking of all the smoke, cause you remember we was in Vegas, we was downstairs at the hotel and the waiter came and I said, Matt Barnes looking motherfucker, and then Matt Barnes popped up on our table like an hour later. Out of fucking nowhere.
I was ready to whoop your ass.
Out of nowhere. No, it's just crazy.
Yeah, Jay was scared.
No, the waiter boy looked exactly like Matt. But I'm like, yo, it's just Matt Barnes waiting on our table, and then Matt, swear to God, popped the fuck up on us. We in Vegas one time. But shout out to all the smoke, up in smoke, all the smoke. But
tour,
they told us, you told the story on there about Joe Klein, man. Like, can we run that back real quick? Like, I thought that was a crazy story. I never knew that. Like, they asked you about who was your one player that like kind of welcomed you to the league. I feel like our listeners would really enjoy that story real fast.
I think he logged off for a second.
Hold on. We're gonna get him back. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll get him back in the building.
No, for sure.
For y'all that don't just tuning in right now, that's Rasheed Wallace.
Portland Trail Blazers legend. Detroit Pistons legend.
North Carolina legend.
They had to take that L to the LA Lakers though in his last championship that he went to though. I was in the building, you know what I mean? Kobe. Shout out to him. You know what I mean?
You was there rooting against Cuzzo? That's crazy.
Yeah, I absolutely was. I definitely was rooting against Cuzzo when I was at that Game 7 in LA. Cuzzo was definitely on the floor. He hit a big three. No, we got you. We was holding it down while you was going for a minute. You took a little bathroom break. But I was definitely in the building, Game 7 in LA against the Boston Celtics. Cuz was on the floor. He hit a big three at the end of the game, scared the shit out of me. I was a Lakers fan at the end of the day. You know, that was his last hurrah, you know what I mean, in the championship. But
yeah. The good old days.
The good old days. So let's rewind time to Detroit. I got a funny little Detroit story too. Well, we was in Miami. But a funny little story about the Detroit Pistons. But let's rewind back to them Detroit days. Like, how did you feel when you got traded to Atlanta, played a game there, and then got traded to Detroit? Did you know? Did you have a feeling as soon as you got there, or did it take a minute before it set in that you knew you guys were able to contend for a championship that year?
Well, real talk. I didn't even know I was going to leave Atlanta until I talked with the GM. The GM boy was like, "Yo," he said, "I'm gonna shoot you straight." He said, ever since we got you, we got a lot of calls and this and that. So he said, I got to do what's best for the team. No matter, I got to put all my personal feelings aside, do what's best for the team. If it makes more sense to keep you, then we're going to keep you. But if it makes more sense to trade you, then we're going to have to trade you. And I said, good brother. I said, to me, you are one of the top GMs to ever GM this game because you were straight up with me. He was just straight up. And I was like, all right, bet. So when I got traded to Detroit, it's wild because I was just in there like 2 weeks before that. And, we was talking mad shit. Me, Ruben, Patterson, Bonzi, Damon, we was talking mad shit. And here I am 2 weeks later, now we teammates, right? So first thing I said is like, hey man, I just want y'all to know that shit I said a couple weeks ago wasn't personal to none of y'all. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to clear the air real quick. You know what I mean? I didn't want them to be like, oh man, what was all that shit you was talking a couple weeks ago, nigga? So I wanted to clear the air real quick. But once I got there, man, and we started playing, I say it was probably about the fourth or fifth game when I was like, oh, we gonna do something. Now I wasn't saying in my head that we gonna win a chip, but I was like, oh, we gonna make some noise. Like, we gotta be considered one of the top teams in the East right now because just the way that we all was rocking and rolling. Yeah. And it was like we all just clicked out of nowhere. We all just clicked, and it was a mental thing and it was a defensive thing. Everybody played their part. Didn't nobody step outside their boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Everybody swallowed their ego because with me, I was coming from Portland where I was the man on the team. I could have taken as many shots as I wanted, and vice versa. Here come Chauncey from Denver and Boston, you know what I'm saying? He was the man. And then here come Rick. Rick was coming from DC playing with Mike, and he was getting the ball just as much as Mike. So we all was in our, and on our other teams, we all was in our same element. The only one who was there already was Tayshaun, because he got drafted. So Ben came, and I came, and Rick, and we all was outsiders. So it was like, look, we weren't no league darlings, no media darlings, but all them cats played defense and all them cats had heart. And that's why I fuck with everybody on that team to this day. Everybody, bench included. To this day, we ain't had no punks.
No punks.
Real quick, let's go back to Atlanta. Because if I ain't mistaken, didn't you break a record when you played in Atlanta for that one game? Ain't you don't you got a record for playing in Atlanta for one game or something like that?
I'm up there with Dominique. Me and Dominique up there. As far as points average per game. You know what I'm saying? Me and Dominique. We all know Dominique Williams. Top 50 Hall of Famer. It's like nah. Yeah, it was just that one game. I think I had about 27, 28 points, something like that. But it was crazy that they listed that up there as one of the highest points per game in Hawks history. That shit just funny as shit to me.
Damn. Speaking of Hall of Fame, you think you getting in? What?
I'm already in the Hall of Fame I want to be in. I'm in the Philly Hall of Fame. I'm in the Philly Black Sports Athletes Hall of Fame. That's what matters to me.
Wallace Way got a street name back and everything. Absolutely.
Appreciate that, fam. That's what matters to me, though. Like NBA Hall of Fame, I'm already in there. You know what I'm saying? They got me in there for the technical bullshit, for the most in the season, and I'm already in there because they put every championship team up in there.
You right? So,
yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm in there. So, but the one that mean to me is Philly, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
How many times you been that? How many times you been down that road that they named after you since you got the name?
Oh, a little bit. You know, it all depends on what I go back home for, and if somebody that's rolling with me from out of town be like, yeah, this, you know, rolling by grass and shit. Let them see the kingdom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it all started at.
Shout out to Grat.
And how important.
We used to have a legendary, hey Davis, we used to have a legendary camp there every summer, yo. Like, this was the greatest basketball camp in the history of, I mean, I've only been to this basketball.
Was you hooping? Was you hooping there? You was hooping?
Fucking right. I was the camp counselor, nigga. I used to teach the young boys how to hoop at the Rasheed Wallace basketball camp. Don't get it fucked up, nigga.
Okay.
What you talking about?
Okay.
What you talking about, nigga?
Okay.
Told you had a job at that bitch.
So how important was that naming the road after you to your legacy, and you know, being that it's always gonna be there and shit like that?
Man, it definitely feels great. It feels great for you know, the family, and you know, it also, in retrospect, you know what I mean, it just makes me want to actually do more, keep walking the path that I'm on, because you know, that's something you got to live up to right there. You know, if I go out here and do some dickhead shit and, you know, just keep doing things over and over, well, guess what's gonna happen? That sign gonna come down real fast.
Yeah, it's gonna reflect the action. Absolutely.
Exactly. So you know, that to me, that was a neighborhood thing. That was a Philly thing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just for me. It wasn't just for the family. I felt like it was for all of us, yo. Because any type of accomplishment that I do have with basketball, I didn't do it by myself. So I can't, you know what I mean, take the credit for it. But, you know, I'm just blessed to be able to be in that position to have that road, that street named after me, man.
Absolutely.
Cuz, real quick, do you remember we was in Miami, y'all was playing against the Heat this particular weekend, and follow me here. Who all came down? Me, Reed, I think Weeks was there. It was a whole bunch of us down there. And it was supposed to be this big national televised game between y'all and the Heat. It was, you know, after y'all won y'all championship, all that shit. Mm-hmm. And Shaq got fucking traded the day of the game, and they postponed the game, made it later. And when we came to the game, the whole top of the motherfucking arena was empty. You remember this game?
I think so.
We was yelling to you. I was yelling to you from the stands, and you was hearing everything I was saying. That's how many people was in the fucking stadium that night.
That's crazy.
Never get that fucking game.
Wow.
But this the funnier shit. You didn't come out that night, so Reek had a party down there that he had going on, and I guess he told the promoter he was bringing like a piston or two to the game. So you know what phone call I got that night? That I was Aaron Afalo. And who was Big Boy that was with us? Who was Big Boy that was with us in Vegas? Is his name Ramon, the one that had the crazy party in Seattle? Was that his name? Ramon? Yeah, am I remember? Ramon was there. He was like, when you get to the party, tell him you Aaron Afalo. I literally go to the party, say I'm Aaron Afalo, but this is the crazy shit, Davis. The bouncer boy asked me for my ID. I give it to him. The shit clearly says Jason fucking movie on it.
ain't even thinking.
They ain't thinking. He let me in. Ramon is walking around with me all night like he my bodyguard, and the DJ all night long like, shout out to Aaron Afalo, DJ Pistons in the fucking. I swear to fucking God, actually, true fucking story.
Ultimate co-sign.
That's how it be. You gotta take advantage of that shit sometimes.
True fucking story. So shout out to Aaron. I was Aaron Afalo for a night in Miami. Definitely. I think I got some pussy that night too, off being Aaron Afalo. So shout out to him.
Oh wow! I hope you did. I hope you
shout
did, Aaron. I saw a clip with you. You know, it was a while ago. The shooter or the shotter. Can you break that down for us one more time? Because I feel like that went over a lot of people's head.
Oh, the shooter and the shot. Yeah, I'm a shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like I make shots now. A shotter, you know what I'm saying? You just gonna be sitting up there taking a lot of shots in bulk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Give us an example. Can you give us an example of a shotter versus a shooter?
Yeah, look at field goal like as great as he was, like Cole,
Westbrook.
You know
Westbrook.
They shooting shots. They shooting shots. You know what
What
I'm saying?
about Chuck? Would you say Chuck was a shotter?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm a shooter. I make shots.
No,
I make shots. That's the difference between that shooter and that shotter. I ain't taking a lot of shots, but the shots I take, I'm making. I make shots. I always got to shoot at a high clip.
Yeah. Okay.
Percentage.
Yeah. You Chicago niggas, don't take that the wrong way.
Oh my God. I think a lot of today's game is predicated on players like you, DC. I wouldn't say C-Web because C-Web was more back to the basket. He really didn't travel out to that 3-point line. But when you first started in the league, at least, you was real down low presence, getting rebounds, dunking, screaming. But like when you got to Portland, you extended that game to the 3-point line. Like what made you do that? Like what made you have the wherewithal to step out a little further and expand your game like that?
The position I played. So that year, the coach wanted to go big. He played Sabonis at the 5. He started Brian Grant at the 4, and at the time, Brian, I think he's like top 3 rebounders in the league, offense and defense. Yeah. And he wanted me at the 3. So I'm like, all right. And then, you know, I'm not used to, like, it's a lot of running. Excuse me. It's a lot of running when you involved with that. You know what I'm saying? You're coming off of screens, this and that. So, you know, I'm just used to setting screens and playing a 3 from the 4 or 5 man position because I'm, you know, in my head, I'm them. So I know like where they like their screens at, you know what I'm saying? Where the 3 man like to be set up at, let me get out the way, you know what I mean? All of that. So when I had to play it, I was like, all right, it was only one person who bust my ass, dog. Like on everything. He probably has the career. I played against a lot of dudes from college all the way in the league, but he probably scored the most points on me and averaged the most points on me throughout my basketball career, dog.
Who was that?
And it was Glenn Rice.
Oh God! I thought it was Dirt. I'm gonna Dirt bust your ass one time, cuz I ain't gonna lie. And that was it. Just what you said that one time. That was probably about the first time when he came into the league. Cause ain't nobody knowing. Yeah.
But guess what? Just like they did with your man Jeremy Lin. Once you get figured out,
for sure.
Once you got figured out, you ain't hear all that Dirt shit. Now they always had him up there because you know he's a good shooter. I will admit that he can shoot the motherfucking lights out the motherfucking gym.
Yeah,
but he's, to me, it's a liability.
Yeah.
For the simple fact you ain't playing no defense. So if you going out scoring 30, what is it if you giving up 30 or more?
But speaking of who you talking about, you got to think Glenn Rice was well seasoned when you got into the league. So him,
hey man, that man bust my ass. I ain't gonna hold you.
Glenn Rice is cold.
I fell for it all too. I fell for the pump fake. I fell for the the pump fake, dribble right, dribble left for the pull up. I fell for all the hesitation moves. I fell for all that shit, dog. All 4 times, because you know you play them 2 times in LA and we played them 2 times in Portland, and this is before the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm telling you, man, having a field day. I'm running through screens. I'm getting fouls and shit. I'm running through screens because you know what I'm saying. It's a certain footwork that when you playing out there on the wing that you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For me, I'm a big man. I'm not trying to try and move my body around those screens. No, I'm running through you. Especially if you're a little motherfucker. Yeah, I'm getting that foul. I'm running right through a motherfucker, man.
Send that message.
Yeah, but chasing him though, man, sheesh. The only thing I could do was punish him back down the other end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But no, I'm telling you. He averaged, had to been about 32, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
He had some MJ numbers. Wait. Talking about speaking of MJ, real fast, real quick. Hey Davis, I was watching All the Smoke. See, was you bullshitting when you say they beat y'all by 65, the Bulls?
No, it wasn't the Bulls, it was the Pacers. It was the Pacers.
Oh, the Pacers beat y'all by 65 points.
God
yeah,
damn,
it was either 55 or 65, one of the two on everything. Real talk. So the night before, we in Chicago. So this is the young Blazers team. It was me, Damon, J.R. Ryder, Bonzi, Jim Jackson. This Walt Williams. This is a young team, right? So
shout out to JJ.
We you know what I'm saying? We balled out. I think that was one of the years the Bulls won either the 72-10 or they won 70-12. But whatever it was an impeccable record that still stands to this day. Mm-hmm. And it was an impeccable home record. I think they only lost 3 games at home, and we was one of the 3. Oh man, we was on a motherfucking high, dog. On everything, fam. We was in that joint. Yeah, we giving them I'm talking shit to Mike, all this, right? And because I know I got a killer. Like J.R. Ryder is a killer. You know what I mean? So it's I can talk shit to Mike and I ain't got a guard him. So he can do what he wants. You know what I mean? As far as on offense, we just gonna help JR out as much as we can. But the thing is, hey yo, guess what? Back down on the other end, Mike, you can't hide. You gotta play D now, and you going against a dog. You going against a killer. Jay Ryder's a killer.
He was a dog.
UNLV alumni.
And so we we on, like I said, we on the high. So boom, we all get on the bus and everything. We get on the plane. So on the plane we having a couple brews, eat dinner, all that shit. So we get to the hotel in Indiana. So it's all right. So cats, we didn't go right to sleep. Some cats sitting up playing. We playing cards, gambling, shit like that. Some cats might be on the game. So we still feeling good coming in, shooting around. That next morning we feeling good, everything. Hey dog, we go out there on that floor. Hey man, I swear to goodness, I think they shot as a team. I think they shot 69%. As a team.
Oh my God.
Yo, man, we had Antonio Davis and Dell Davis hitting 12-foot baseline jump shots.
Oh, them Davises.
We was get the fuck out of here.
Wow, that's 2K numbers.
Oh man, hey yo, I'm telling you, Rick Schmidt.
He was
Rick
important
Schmidt
for me.
was killing us. Yo, I'm telling you, everybody that night on that team, for real, yo, had to shoot over motherfucking 45%.
Damn.
Yo, they ran, man, what? I ain't never got embarrassed on the basketball court like that. I done lost some big games. I done, did some dumb shit in games, but I ain't never been embarrassed about it like I was that night we lost by. I'm telling you, it was either 55 or 65. It was the NBA record up until about 2 years ago, I think. Somebody broke that.
Yeah, somebody got killed. I know you talking about, I can't remember the game, but they got killed.
Yeah, they hit 60 something threes or something like that. NBA record or some shit. I was like, woo.
What the coach say after that? Did he even talk to y'all?
Wasn't nothing he could say.
God damn.
It was like to the fact of we weren't playing horrible. We were still missing some shots, missing our regular shots, but it was just every time it was we taking the ball out of bounds. Every fucking time, dog. So you know what that means if we taking the ball out of bounds. Every time they coming down, they score.
They're scoring.
They scoring. Yeah.
A dunk, and 1, a 3, 2. I'm telling you, man, y'all gotta look that up, dog. I'm telling you.
I mean, sometimes you had a night
us like a hot knife through butter, dog.
God damn, that's hot. That's how moody your little cousin did me on 2K that time, dog.
Oh yeah. Lil G, my nephew, he bet my nephew $20. He carved him up like a Christmas goose. That shit was bad.
Speaking of 2K, are we gonna get you on 2K24?
Yeah, like what you doing, dog? Like I'm trying to. I mean, my old ass ain't playing 2K. No fucking. Let me shut up. I'm not playing that shit. I don't care. If
I'd be on there if they come up with that bread.
I know that's the fuck right.
Okay, so that's the only issue.
Yeah, that's the only issue. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with them cats.
So wait, they don't pay like the players that are retired. I mean, through the licensing, they get everybody that's playing, but they don't pay the retired players for their spot on the floor.
Compared to what they make, it's crumbs. Now, don't get me wrong.
I got you.
Because money is money, and you got to respect for what it is. So what they usually do is give like cats $10,000.
One check, $10,000.
Yeah, because that's who you playing. You playing for that one team.
Oh, okay.
So now what they wanted to do with me was give me a check for $10,000, but they wanted me on 2 teams. They wanted me on the 04 Pistons, and they wanted me on
the Blazers,
the 99 Blazers, the Jailblazers team.
Yeah.
So they wanted, but y'all only want to give me 10,000, right? So now I know everybody like, man, shit, 10,000, I could do this and that with it. Correct. I'm saying I'm not disrespecting the fact that it's 10,000, but when they're offering you 10,000 to use your name, your image, your likeness, anytime they want, anywhere they want for a full year to promote their game, number one, 10,000, that's not gonna do it. So I told them cats, they came at me about 3-4 times. So I told them cats, either give me 125,000. So I was just gonna split that with cats on the team.
Bust it down.
14. Yeah.
Okay.
Either give me 125,000 or I want a full percentage point of the gross sales. Global sales. And so, other than that, tell them motherfuckers to leave me alone, and they've been leaving me alone.
Oh, Ronnie, cut that check. Ronnie is worth it. That's Rasheed Wallace.
They make billions. And Barkley not on there, but Barkley was saying the same thing.
Reggie not on there either. Yeah, Reggie not on there either. There's a couple players that's not on that joint. But you got Mike. I feel like they're not giving Mike 10,000. That ain't working.
I guarantee you, Mike is getting some of them gross sale percentage points.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For sure.
I put money on it because here's my thing, man. So the first 3 months when the game come out, that's so you talking like October, November, December.
Yeah.
Right. They sell a minimum 5 million copies in the U.S. alone. They sell minimum 5 million copies.
Yeah.
And from that 5 million copies, make minimum 500 million.
Yeah.
In 3 months.
10,000 ain't shit.
And that's not counting shit. That's not counting the jerseys, the in-app purchases, the shoes.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
And the crazy part is, but the crazy part, even with saying that, cause 125 is a little bit disrespectful.
Well, no, but see, I'm saying that because I know that they're not gonna come with the real shit. And I know the 125, like I said, it was just gonna be a bust down with the other cats on the team.
Yeah.
But man, I can't bust down 10 stacks with cats on the team. I mean, shit, that $40, $50 a man. You know what I mean? Like,
And you got to think too. This the new one coming out gonna have Kobe on it, so it's gonna do outrageous numbers.
It's gonna be retarded.
Because everybody want to get it because it's gonna have a Kobe cover and probably gonna be in like some either Lakers colors or like a gold.
Yeah,
color. Yeah,
it's $100. $100 for the
they put the price up. The price went up on it. The price went up on that shit.
So check it out. So that's $100 that you paying for in the store. Imagine what they selling it for on a download. Because on a download straight to the game, guess what they're gonna do? they're going to include something.
Yep.
They're going to include like, oh, your character gets like
authentic Kobe jerseys,
authentic Kobe jersey, home or away.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or a pair of sneakers or something like that. Yeah, they're going to get out of the way. But guess what? So for the cats who didn't buy the game, so when they playing it later on and they buy them in-app purchases, yo, all that shit add up. When you go, what you got to do to make your man better? You got to get one-on-one time in the gym, right? That's more shit you got to pay for. Like, I told these cats, man, I've been playing video games since Commodore 64, man. When they had one joystick and one red button. I played every video game system up to this day. The only one I haven't played thus far is the Oculus, the little VR joint.
Yeah.
But I played every other gaming system that they got out and ever put out.
So you still play 2K?
No, I ain't played basketball games since Live 98.
Okay. Oh, that Live 98 was crazy.
And that was Sega. That was on Genesis.
Yeah, that was definitely Genesis.
God damn.
That was definitely Genesis. Every time I played Live after that, it was always with the Trailblazers until the 2K started coming out. That's when I became a Lakers fan. Real quick through my basketball life, it was Sixers. Then when Cuz got drafted, it was Bullets, Blazers, plus the Sixers. Then when Shaq left the Lakers, once Shaq left the Lakers and the Sixers traded AI, I never was a Sixers fan again. I left them. But when Cuz lost to the Lakers, we'll get in it. I'm gonna get into Cuz losing to the Lakers in the conference finals because shit.
You might as well get into it now.
So look, Cuz I always wanted to ask you this question. I remember being at a fucking my boy crib. We was in that joint. I was talking heavy shit. You remember when we used to come play for the Sixers? We used to come play the Sixers. We would all come to the games. I used to have my fucking Blazers jersey or my Blazers warm-ups. So I'm blazered out at the Sixers game, being a Sixers fan back in the day. But cousin town, so I'm a Blazers fan too. So I remember being at my boy house. It's packed in that joint. We watching the Western Conference Finals. It's game fucking 7. I'm talking big shit. Y'all niggas, I told y'all niggas, Cuz about to win the championship. Fuck y'all talking. I'm talking my shit. Heavy. Then the motherfucking collapse happened. I just never forget. Kobe crossed Scotty and threw that bitch up. And Shaq dumped that bitch. Everybody in the party pointed at me and laughed. I know how I felt. How did you feel in that moment, cuz? Like what was going through your head in that moment when Shaq caught that fucking hoop?
I got caught in between.
You definitely did. Because that's why they was pointing at my dumb ass.
because Pip got crossed when Kobe was coming down. Kobe took, I think, after he crossed Pip, he took like one more dribble. So me and I think might have been Brian Grant in the picture too. But we both tried to step up to stop Kobe. And as soon as I took the 1-2 steps forward, he put it up. And it's like I thought it was more of a jump shot at first. So I half-heartedly jumped, thinking that like he gonna give Shaq the bounce pass. So I half-heartedly jumped, trying to, get the bounce pass, and that motherfucker went right over my hand. It's bigger than this one. Boom! and did his point. I was like, but it was crazy though, cause because we missed like 13 straight shots. So only thing at the time, I was heated. But as I sat down after that game and watched the game, watched film, it was the basketball guys. It wasn't meant for us to win. That's the only way I can look at it.
That's why Steve Smith, the vet, Smitty with that fucking spin, UB Grant. Oh my God, you couldn't tell me shit about y'all.
That's when we had a young Bonzi Wells, and he was killing cold.
Bonzi. Sabonis was so cold, yo. Like niggas don't understand how cold Sabonis was.
Only thing with Sabonis, man, if he wasn't so scared of Shaq, number one, right, it would have been better. So here was my remedy to that situation. Because I got tired of losing to these cats every year. It was the Lakers Lakers always put me out the playoffs. I think it was either 4 or 5 out of the 7 years that I played there in Portland. Yeah. Lakers put me out the playoffs. So I'm like, all right. So, you know, one year I'm like, that same year, 99, I'm like, all right, we got a great team right now. We got a big point guard with Pitt running the point. You know what I'm saying? Smitty at the 2. You know what I'm saying? We had a good squad, a nice squad, right? So it's like I told the coach, I'm like, look, instead of starting Sabonis, let's start Dale Davis. So I was like, let's start Dale. And we used to call him D Square. So I was like, start D Square. And because D Square, one, he's strong. He's stronger than Sabonis. He's younger than Sabonis. And D Square ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? He gonna stick his face in there, stick his chin in there to take them elbows and them shoulders when Shaq's dipping them. But guess what? He gonna stand his ground. So we like, look.
D Square was low-key like Rodman in a sense. Like not Rodman, but in a sense he was kind of like, he had that energy. He definitely had that energy of Rodman.
Well, I mean, D Square was a strong athletic 4 or 5 down there. Yeah. But we know he wasn't scared of Shaq. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, bet. This is what I told the coach. I'm like, look, if you start Dale, let him play Shaq. Then that way, I'm going to be the only help because I think at the time, I forgot who they 4 was. But they 4 was irrelevant.
Was it Horry? Was it right?
No,
Horace Grant. It was Horace Grant.
Yeah, he was irrelevant. Yeah, Horace Grant. Off the bench. He was irrelevant. So I was the help man, right? Okay. So I could help Dale or stay home because Dale could stand his ground with Shaq. The same way y'all saw Ben stand his ground with Shaq.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, all right, start him, bring Sabonis off the bench. Reason why? Because I forgot who their second string center was after Shaq, but he was irrelevant for the simple fact no second string center in the NBA at any time I was playing in Portland to handle Sabonis. And the only cat Sabonis really had trouble with was Shaq because he was so big and strong and athletic. You had that young Shaq. And then, you know, of course, if he ran into other younger, more athletic centers and stuff like that, you know. But other than that, man, if he would have started Dale, I think it would have been a different outcome.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but that I was looking like an asshole. Was bad. I was so pissed. I never forget that night.
I got redemption in 04.
You definitely did. Let's switch gears a little bit. Let's go into something that a lot of folks might not know about you. Urban Life Music, 100X. Rasheed Wallace, the rapper. Like a lot of people don't know this story. My first experience in a huge studio. You know, I've always been into the music. You know what's crazy, Davis? The one motherfucker that warned me against music was my big cousin. He told me, you better leave that shit alone. That shit a fucking headache. He definitely warned me against that shit. But
damn. And look at you now.
Exactly. Now I'm a podcast. But no, like on some real shit, Big Cuz opened up this studio. What was that, 20th and William Misting down in South Philly?
Yeah, right there in South Philly near the airport.
Right near the airport. I'll never forget the first night we was there, the grand opening. I just remember this dude. We was in one of the rooms and this dude was singing There You Go by Johnny Gill. And we was standing there and you was looking at him like this nigga was crazy. But like, I never forget that shit. But like what was it that inspired that part of your life? Like I know that was the thing. Like even Kobe being from the city, tried to have a button rap career. Like you more so wanted to be behind the scenes, run the studio, even though you had bars for him. You know, you got your song with 100X and 100X. Shout out to Rob. Shout out to what's my man Stop used to rap. Stop used to rap in French. That nigga used to rap in fucking French, yo. Stop used to rap in French, dog. He used to rap in French, but like, what like took you to that? Like, what inspired you? Like, once you got to the league, like you was making them league dollars. What made you want to invest in music?
just being a fan of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Had a chance to try to do something on the musical side as far as repping Philly.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, just being hanging out with a couple cats in the streets, this and that. Ended up bumping into a couple producers, and introduced me to a Hunter X, and you know, started hanging out with them, doing this, doing that. And I was like, they sound like, to me, they didn't sound like nobody else that was out there on the radio.
Yeah.
They had their own little flow, their own little style, individually and as a unit. So I was like, all right, shoot, let's see how far we can take it. So got there. I was like, one thing I can do is shit. If I build my own studio, I can rack up. I can save money and rack up. But I was like, you know, the guys can come down there when we don't have acts booked. So usually I had at least like, I think it was like 3 nights a week where I gave 100X, gave a group the studio for the night from like, you know, like 10 or 11 o'clock on. Okay. And then other nights, you know, we rented the studio out. It was us, Urban Life Music, that was the name of the record company. It was us, Boyz II Men, and Patti LaBelle. We were the only 3 studios in Philly that had this digital 5.0 euphonics board.
Yeah, that board was crazy.
Yeah,
that board
was
$1
million board. And,
that board was nuts. I remember that board.
Now I see why, you know, with Boyz II Men studio and Patti LaBelle studio, the only people that was allowed to use this board was cats who already had a record contract, a record deal. So I sent mine out to the hood. You know, it was hood. Hey, you can come down here, cut your demo. You know what I'm saying? Do your album, whatever. I ain't care. But it was the top of the line equipment. But I had to get rid of it though. Everything didn't work with X, 100X. And so I gave them they masters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could do whatever y'all want with them. I ain't want to hold, you know what I'm saying, hold them hostage like most of these record companies. And just ended up dissolving the record label in the studio, selling the equipment. Got out that game. It wasn't for me.
And then I started getting into music, and I kept calling cousin like, kiss my ass, I'm not helping you with this.
Yeah, because you're not going to blame this shit on me, dog.
So what you listening to nowadays? What's?
I mean, I listen to everything. Of course, with me being older now, I listen to more, of course, R&B, neo soul. You know, can't have the rah killing niggas and I'm selling 50 keys in 10 minutes. You can't listen to that all day. You know what I mean? So, but as far as I listen to it all pretty much. I listen to it all.
Cuz, let me ask you this: Jay-Z and Nas.
Come on, man. You already know. You being funny right now. You probably.
I'm just trying to set me up. Time out. I'm just trying to do it for Davis. Come on, please tell him who you listening to. Please tell him.
But for me,
I already know now.
Yeah, for you.
I'm rolling with Esco.
Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. The real niggas listen to Esco. That's all I'm saying. I
listen to Nas. It just ain't my
favorite. The only Jay-Z shit that I listen to is his first album, Reasonable Doubt. That's a 5-star classic right there. All day. That's a joint. You know what I mean? I bump that now. That's the only Jay-Z album.
I want to hear that wig wearing ass nigga. Don't nobody want to hear that wig wearing ass Brian Grant wannabe. Don't nobody want to hear that Brian Grant wannabe. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Well, hey, nigga.
You saying he got some extensions?
He got some extensions, cuz.
It's unbelievable.
Hey, this nigga talk about this nigga hair every episode.
Come on, man. How you 50? You growing dreads? What the fuck is going on? There's no fucking way, yo. No way. No way.
You said he got them extensions.
Yeah, he trying to be like that gay painter. That's who he trying to be like. Somebody trying to hear that shit. Get out of here, ho. Get out of here.
Cut it out.
Let me ask you this, cuz.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Out of the league right now, Well, what do you feel about the league now? It's very different from when you played. Like, what do you feel about the league now?
Yeah, no, like you just said, it is very different from when I played. Now it's more offense. They trying to, get these big TV deals and all that. The people fell in love again with the 3-point shot. You know what I'm saying?
Do we blame Steph?
Wait. You said again? Wait, time out. You said again?
Yeah, again.
So when were they in love with it before? I don't feel like I ever seen a time where people were in love.
You was too young.
Okay.
It's a dude named Larry Legend.
Okay, but Larry Legend was one person versus the rest of the league. He was special.
Yeah, but no, Steph. but look, see what he just said. No, I can't necessarily blame him, but yeah, he definitely got a lot to do with it. but here's my thing, though. Here's my thing about that. I can't be mad at him because that's his game. That's his game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He has that talent to step back, 35, 38 feet and bang that joint down. He got that. But that don't mean all these other niggas out here can do that, though, yo. Mm-hmm. Y'all is not him. Be y'all. So now, now that's the thing. Everybody want to pull up 35, 40 feet and think it's a cool shot. No, you coming. If I'm coaching, first of all, we got a limited amount of threes we're going to shoot.
Yeah.
We're not, if I'm coach, because that's what I did when I was coaching high school. Yo, we're not taking, in high school, I gave them 12. I said, we're not taking no more than 12 threes a game. Because y'all not going, a game. Y'all not going to fall in love with that 3-point line, dog. Go ahead and sell a ticket to the show with the pump fake and go buy them, right, left, and then pull up for the jump shot or go to the basket. Play basketball.
Especially in high school. Oh, my God.
Now, what do they all do right now? Don't nobody rim run no more. They running straight to the 3-point line.
Yeah, they are. They
in a one-on-one situation. I ain't trying to take that man to the basket. I'm trying to back him up till I get about 30 feet, and I'm raising up. Like, what?
Yeah.
And it changed because now you got these guys who follow these algorithms and all of that, saying, oh, if you take 33s, attempt 33s a game, you're going to be up by so-and-so per quarter. And it's, hey, my man, no, all them bullshit analytics y'all saying, no, I'm not rolling with that. Because the one piece of analytics that y'all can't calculate is a motherfucker heart. Hey, yo, at certain times, guess what? A motherfucker asshole gonna tighten up. Tighter than frog's ass. Ain't no water getting in it. Can't do nothing on a jump shot.
Yeah. You think the league's soft?
Oh yeah, the rules made them soft because it's an offensive game.
Yeah,
the rules made them soft. You got a couple guys. You got a couple guys that's hardcore that like to hang their hat on defense. But other than that, it's all offense. Everybody love offense. Everybody, he like to hang his hat on defense.
They got rid of DeMarcus.
Everybody want to cross over. If I cross you over and come with that trash ass James Harden sidestep bullshit shot.
Ooh, I'm glad you said it. Hank, I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, it's a bullshit shot. It's a trap. To me, it's a travel. First off, because it's 3 steps. And then they also the league allows it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about to say had the
rules travel.
Do you feel like the rules have changed?
Yeah.
Do you feel like the rules have changed? I feel like the rules have changed in NBA
basketball. They have, because now you can't touch nobody. As far as like say if we playing, right? And I'm guarding you, Moody, and you on the left block, and you about to get a cross screen, right?
Okay.
Now, back when I played, I could do one of two things. Either I could turn up and I could bump straight into you, give you a forearm and do all this shit, or I could bump and bang into the screener and then just roll with you either way you come off. Now you can't do that. It's like you got to let them run.
So let me ask you this. How you think you would have did in the league today with the new rules?
Oh, I'll kill him.
8 points a game.
How you think you do with the refs?
I mean, shit. I'll be cool. I'll be good because look at. Hey, everybody want to talk shit about me and what I was saying to the refs. Hey, first of all these young boys, they say I was crying and this and that, but all I'm talking about is fairness. Like, look, if you see the travel, just call it. It don't matter who it is. Yeah. I don't care if it's Michael Jordan. I don't care if it's Henry Witherspoon, who's the 15th man on the bench. if you see it, call it. There ain't no special privileges out here. You know what I'm saying? We all out here playing hard, just like you out here working hard.
Yeah.
So just see it, call it. That was always my biggest thing. And then once I caught wind of a couple people and knew what they was doing, that's when I really started to let cats have it. That's how what you was talking about before, Moody, with the ref with the text. I ain't say nothing. Yeah, I already knew what it was. Yeah, I knew what it was. The fix is in.
So, did you ever have any dealings?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Davis. I was gonna say that's it. Oh, go ahead, Davis. Go ahead. You got it.
Did you ever have any dealings with that crooked referee that had the Netflix special? What was his name?
Tim Donahue?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, I did.
Of course. Absolutely.
Yeah, the point shaving Netflix dude. What was his name?
Tim Donahue.
Yeah, Tim Donovan. Tim Donovan.
Donahue.
No, Tim Donahue.
Yeah.
Donahue. Yeah.
That's crazy that he could capitalize off of that now.
Well, he did. But he wasn't the only one. He just got caught.
Yeah. He just got caught. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's no way that you can tell me one man out of 200 and something officials was crooked.
God damn.
There's no way.
Oh yeah.
There's no way you can tell me that he's just the lone wolf. No.
They're crazy.
And then I already knew about it on the inside. I already knew about a lot of that shit on the inside.
Wow.
I didn't know that Tim Donahue was from here. Like, he's from Harrison, because I'm living in Lower Marion now, but he's from Harrison. I never knew that.
Shit.
A lot of NBA referees is from up our way.
Yeah, that's what I heard. A lot are from our area. A lot of
from Philly, from Chester, from Allentown, Abington. Where's Wash from? I think Wash. Yeah, Wash from North Philly somewhere. But yeah, it's a couple of a handful of refs from Philly that's in there.
While we talking about the reffing, and I know why you do it, but like I wanted to give our listeners on the road a little history into one of the most legendary phrases once the ball comes off the rim, ball don't lie. That's actually the name of this episode. But like, could you give us a little insight to where that came from?
The streets of Philly.
Okay.
Because see, everybody think that I made it up. I didn't make it up. You know, we all do stuff that, in the NBA that we grew up with. Just like when I first started wearing hair, what would I do? I do the strap. You know what I mean? Put the strap in the back like we do at the crib. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
Everything was just how it was. So one day, how it originally came out was it was some, again, messing with one of them cheating ass refs, and I think it might have been a big game, and the dude went to the line, shot that first one, boink, and it just came out. That ball don't lie. They hated that shit.
But I feel like that's the realest shit. Like when it comes to the league, I remember like watching games of you on TV and hearing you scream that shit. And I feel like that's the truest, like that's a very true and authentic statement. Like when that ball comes off the rim, you blew that whistle for no reason. Like that wasn't a foul. Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what they come back tried to be was like if the guy went to the line and made it, he's like, I guess the ball was telling the truth, huh? No,
what I tell you, Moody. What I tell you, Moody.
we gonna see. But I guarantee you won't call some more bullshit. So we gonna see. Oh, they ain't like that. Man, look. I got a text for getting fouled, dog.
Oh shit. You got to break that down.
So we playing Cleveland. In Cleveland.
Okay.
Right? So we just played them. This is I think on like a Tuesday. No, a Thursday, I think. We just played them on something like a Sunday afternoon, like an NBC Sunday afternoon, right? So we playing Cleveland, and how it started was in Detroit. Ilgauskas came down, right? He rim running.
Okay.
He came down.
Okay.
And he tried to post me up. So in the midst of him posting me up, he intentionally threw an elbow at me, right?
Okay.
So he tried to make. I give him credit. He tried to make it all look like one little move, but no, you can see he intentionally winded up, threw the elbow at me. Boom, elbow hit me in my chest, and I was like, motherfucker. And soon as he got that ball and turned up, I just came across his top, whack, and bust his head open and everything, and it caused a bench clearance for a second and all that, right? So, they gave me a tech. I think they tried to eject me or something like that. They might have ejected me. I ain't sure. Probably. But they gave me a tech and all that, right? So after the game, that's the one thing everybody was waiting to see. The reporters. Oh, yeah. So it's a million reporters at my locker. So they like, oh, gee. So, what happened with the whole incident with Ilgauskas? I was like, y'all ask him. He know what he did. I ain't saying nothing else about it. Y'all go ask him. Y'all probably ran in here first to try to get some sound bites on me so y'all can go back and write y'all shit and do y'all TV shit. But y'all go ask him first, and then y'all come back and ask me. Right?
That's crazy.
Yo, so you seen it on the tape. You seen him wind up. You seen him throw the elbow and try to play it off like, you know what I'm saying? He's just posting up. The motherfuckers ain't come back to me. Ain't nobody say nothing like, oh yeah, Wallace was right. Look at this dirty elbow. Da, da, da. Ain't nobody say nothing to me, right? So that next week, a couple of days later, we playing them in Cleveland. So now, boom, he got the bandage on his head and shit. So I got the ball in the post, and I'm on a left block. I got the ball in the post, and so I took 2 dribbles, boom, boom, and now as I'm making a move to the middle, I fake baseline, and as I'm making my move to the middle, here comes wild ass Anderson Varejao. He don't even go for the shot block. He just comes down there, tackle me, coming in and crashing to me, and all 3 of us fall. Me, him, and Ilgauskas. Man, you know what this damn referee Jack Neese did? He gave all 3 of us a tap. I said, and so check it out. It's a little underlying statement to what I'm about to tell y'all. He gave all 3 of us a tech, right? I'm like, Jack, how did I get a tech? I'm trying to make a basketball move. I didn't kick him. I didn't throw no elbows. I'm going up to make a basketball move to shoot. They bump and crash into me, flagrant foul me. So how do I get a tech? He tells me, he says, yeah, we got word from upstairs that if you guys got into anything, that all you guys is getting in tech with it. I said, damn. I said, so even if they foul me and I fall, so I get a tech for them fouling me like that? I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right. I said, I appreciate that, but you just made me know that I was right with things.
Wow. That's crazy.
NBA. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business that they run in. They're going to create the narratives that they want to create.
Nah.
One thing I will.
That's worse now.
Yeah.
Well, no, but what I was going to say is the crazy part is, and I wasn't a Lakers fan at this time. I was a Detroit Pistons fan at this time. Like, the fact that y'all ran them out the gym 4-1 definitely went against what the league wanted that year.
Oh yeah,
I'm just gonna say that.
You know what they did? You know what they did that next year?
What they did?
As David Stern likes to call them, his team of United Nations. Oh, look, David Stern was mad as shit. He had to come up there on that stage in Detroit and give us that trophy. You know how
I know he was.
You know the plans that they had for the Lakers.
I know he was pissed.
Yeah,
I know he was pissed.
They had a Hall of Fame team. You know the plans the NBA had for them, and we fucked that all up. Oh, he got out of there real fast. He gave that trophy off and got out of there real. Wasn't no standing around.
Bye, niggas.
Smiling, taking it. Yeah, he's gone. Right? So here it is. that next year we playing San Antonio. So I'm sitting in the locker room, me and my man, we watching the little pregame interview. And he kept saying his team of United Nations. He wasn't saying the San Antonio Spurs. So yeah, my team of United Nations, this and that. That's all he kept pumping, right? So it comes time to they doing the anthem and all that bullshit for the beginning of the game. And we come out, you know, they introduce all of us. Oh, she was Trump, and we all, you know, come out and we line up. And dog, when they introduce them, why each one of them come out and stand right up under the flag from the country they was from?
Wow. Yeah, they definitely had the team Argentina
that's the
France.
That's the first time and only time they ever did that during the NBA. Now you've had other foreigners on NBA teams. Like they ain't do that when the Bulls was running things with Tony Kukoc when he got 3 in a row with Mike.
Or when Dirk won against the Miami Heat.
They ain't do that. They ain't even do it this year with
Jokic. With Jokic.
Yeah, they ain't do it this year with Jokic. You know what I'm saying? But they did it and that's when I knew the fix was in.
Wow.
The fix was in.
Damn.
Yeah, it's all about money with them, man. And like I said, it's only gonna get worse because of these contracts is bigger. Just imagine. Remember that whole tirade that Bron did when he felt like he got fouled on the arm right there at the end of the game?
Yeah. Against Boston when Jason Tatum hit him on the arm.
Oh, how many games you think they would have suspended me for if I would have did that shit back then?
Oh my God, you would have got a malice at the suspension for that shit.
Oh man,
malice at the palace suspension.
We ain't got to talk about that, but you would have got a malice at the palace suspension for that.
Rolling over.
Everybody on the road, malice at the palace.
Bron was a little sassy right there. He was a little sassy.
Oh man, and then I was like, huh? And then but I can't even say it's just him. It's not just him.
Yeah.
It's a lot of these young boys now. And I'm like, man, y'all crazy. They want to sit up here and try to say I got an attitude problem. No, but they just don't call it a lot of that shit now. They only call it on certain players when they want to. Like, of course, we all know Draymond gonna get it.
Yeah.
DeMarcus would have got it. What you think about DeMarcus Cousins not being in the league right now? I feel like it's crazy that no NBA team want him just off of.
That's one of Cuz players he wish he would have played with. That's the crazy thing you asking, bro.
Oh, word?
I like Bud.
Yeah, it still trips me out that he's not in the league.
Well, that's because of where the league went to now. See, he's a big man. He's talented. You know, he could play, post up, to shoot, all that. But the thing about it, he can't run and he don't shoot threes. Well, he can't really shoot threes, and that's what they're looking for, that hybrid big in the league right now.
The evolution.
Yeah, but guess what? It's about to go back to the big man. You know why?
Because Jokic.
Because of Jokic and Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon, nice. Because Aaron Gordon 6'10". Jokic 7'1".
I didn't know he was that tall.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was that tall.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon 6'10", Jokic 7'1". So here's what they did. They took advantage of the height thing.
Yep.
Look, they took advantage of all the hype. It wasn't nothing Miami. Because Miami didn't have a true center. You know what I'm saying? Like Bam, he's a 4. Bam is about 6'9", and he only can guard. He only can guard one of them. So it's like if he guard Jokic, then Aaron Gordon getting off scoring. Then if he go to guard Aaron Gordon, then Jokic getting off scoring. They ain't had no other footers to go out there and bang. So that's what everybody want to do now. Now we're gonna start to see it's coming. You know. The wave of Africans going to come over for the defensive guys because this and that. But, yeah, it's going to slowly get back to what it was, traditional shit.
So let me ask you this. What do you think overall of the evolution of basketball, like 10th grade, white girls dunking, two-hand dunks in high school, the half-court 3 points in junior high? Like, how you feel about the evolution of basketball in general?
In general,
it's going
to happen. It's going to happen.
You think we're gonna get what was you saying, Moody? You think there was gonna a woman was gonna be able to play in the NBA?
I mean, I feel like Cheryl Miller could have played in the NBA back in the '80s, but that's just me.
No.
She was crazy.
No, because see, it's different from playing against women on the schoolyard. Because on the schoolyard, it ain't serious. Y'all ain't playing for money. Y'all just out there balling. And then you kind of sort of like, you know what I'm saying? Some cats get that guilt, like, man, I don't really want to, you know what I mean, D her up like that, because cats play rough D, and then they're gonna be like, oh damn, you just doing that because she a girl and all that. So what we usually do, you know what I'm saying, when the chicks is playing, if it's two chicks playing, then they gotta guard each other. Yeah. That's the automatic rule. They gotta guard each other. But if it's one chick playing, it's like, but it's for the evolution now. Women's basketball is going along the path that it's going along. And I think the younger women today are more skilled than the young men today, because there's too many of our young athletes out here. It don't matter, black, white, Chinese, whatever. Too many of the young guys out here that don't respect their craft. And so it's like, okay, if I can dunk, then I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about doing nothing else. I ain't got to worry about playing defense, blocking shots, or nothing. Yeah. I dunk, I'm good. But they don't work on their overall game. But with the girls can't dunk. So what they got to do, they got to work on that footwork. I got to work on that pump fake, you know what I'm saying, to sell a ticket to the show so I can get to the rim. Yep. It's very few of the cats do it.
So you don't think Asia Wilson could come into the league and score at least average 5 and 5?
Into what league?
The NBA.
No, man. No.
Well, hook me up with it, because I love Asia Wilson.
I do too. She can ball. I'm not taking nothing away
she
from
her.
She
can ball. She can ball.
How tall is she?
I want to say 6'8". 6'8"? Nah, she like 6'8".
She ain't 6'8". Asia Wilson is not no 6'8". She might be 6'4". Yeah. She might be 6'4", 6'3". She my height.
I could be wrong.
She's not 6'8". She's 6'8" is Bella Don. She is not 6'8". She's not 6'8", dog.
Just imagine.
She's 6'4".
Yeah, Ben Simmons is about 6'10". Matter of fact, we ain't even gonna go with the big man. We gonna go with guard. Shit. How tall is CJ McCollum?
Like 6'4", 6'3", 6'4". He like my height.
Yeah, she ain't going to do nothing against that.
Yeah, he'll cook her every time, every single time.
And then you gotta remember, it's two sides of the coin. You gotta play defense too if you're gonna do all that.
Yeah, he's gonna lock her up and he's gonna cook her. It just is what it is.
Damn.
I hate that they got young men out here posing as these girls that's playing these women's sports.
Yeah.
That was my next question.
Shout out to Cuz. He's with it. Shout out to Cuz. Boys play the boys, girls play the girls. Leave it the fuck there. That's just what it is.
Because the main thing for me, is, all right, first you're a punk because you must have got your ass beat in that sport, either basketball or not boxing, basketball or what other sports you mainly see them in? Yeah, swimming, running, track and field, like
MMA. A lot of MMA chicks too.
Yeah, you got your ass beat in that against the guys. So now you like,
so now you want to act like a bitch.
Now you want to be Joanna Man.
Yeah. and then I'm totally with. Again, I don't care, black, white, Chinese, whatever the case may be. I'm with these parents. Yo, you taking a scholarship away from my daughter, dog.
Yeah, no, that's real.
Like that's here real. You are, you beat the state 200, 400, 800, all that. You smashing this shit. And it's like, yo, the girls already know you a dude. So it's like they already lost right there. Their ego's deflated right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now my daughter can't, you know what I mean? My daughter can't go to school. She can't.
Yeah.
Like we say, sports is 10% skill. We say sports is 10% skill, 90% mental. So absolutely. That's absolutely true.
And mentally, if you're going up against a dude and you're a female, that mentally that will fuck you up for sure.
All right, so cuz I got like a little express train of questions. Shout out to the Broad Street line that I want to ask you, and you got to answer them in very short intervals. Best female player you ever seen play. Worst dunk on you ever had, and I know what the answer to that question.
Hold on, let him get the questions. Let him get the answers.
No. I gotta ask him the 4 questions. Hold on, it's 4 questions. Best female player you ever seen play. Worst dunk on you ever had, and I already got my answer to that question. Your best Kobe story. Damn, and my fucking drunk ass.
I got one. And the most underrated player you ever played against. Underrated.
Oh yeah, in the Latrell Sprewell, PJ Carlissimo situation. Go.
All right, hold up. You said the first one, the best female I ever seen.
Best female player you ever saw play.
With my own eyes,
with your own eyes.
Face to face.
There we go. Motherfucking right, cuz. I tell him again.
We couldn't hear. I couldn't hear what he said.
Yeah, Dawn Staley.
Oh,
you know,
Dawn Staley.
Yeah, with me being right down there.
I already knew that was his answer.
And all that. She used to give it to the brothers down there.
I already knew that was his answer. Okay.
And
second question. Worst dunk on you've ever gotten. I already know my answer.
As far as somebody dunking on me?
Dunking on your ass. What was the worst dunk on ever?
When I was at Carolina, we played University of Texas, first game on ABC, first game of the year, my sophomore year, and the ball got hit out under the basket on a baseline. So I'm covering the ball, and the guy, he's trying to pass the ball in, so he whips the ball by me. So I see that the ball is going to somebody in the middle. So as I turn around, I just automatically jump, and by the time I do that, I didn't know dude already had the ball. It was already cocked back, and I thought I could get it, and he just, like, that was a straight poster. Straight poster.
Not for nothing, Brian.
I dunked on.
Brian gave you a crazy crown in the playoffs. I never
No, that wasn't nothing. That was a side joint. That was a side joint. No, I'm talking about I actually jumped to try to beat this shit up. I wasn't worried about nobody else or help. I tried to jump to beat it up. And dude already had that ball in his hand, and he just came down. Boom.
I got to look this up. Brian was the N1 too on you though, cuz. Brian was the N1 on you too though, cuz. That was the N1.
I'm telling you. You all right, you look at this dunk against this kid from Texas. I can't remember the brother's name. But like I said, it was my sophomore year, first game of the season, ABC, Texas versus Carolina. Now you look at that dunk, and then you look at the dunk that you're talking about, and you tell me which one is worse.
All right, no doubt.
So we all know with that Bron shit, that shit was just motherfucking. The referees wanted to call that shit quick as fuck. They blew the whistle before both of us took off.
Yeah, no, that's true. They definitely did.
But y'all look that dunk up right there. What was the third one?
So the third question was craziest Kobe story. Like I remember one time you and Kobe was doing media somewhere, and you came out of nowhere like, "Kobe, we love you." And Kobe's like, "Shut up, she." And then Kobe's last commercial, and then Kobe's last commercial, your big ass singing in the motherfucking background. So I remember you and Kobe had a great relationship. But what's your craziest Kobe story?
Yeah, shout out to Crazy 8. Man, truthfully, man, I don't really have a crazy Kobe story. Like I could tell you my Kobe story, and it ain't even got nothing to do with basketball.
Yeah.
So it was. I don't know if y'all remember when the All-Star game was in Vegas.
Yes, sir. I was there.
Yeah, of course, he lives in Vegas. So yeah, absolutely.
Nike did a party at Tao, right?
Wait a minute.
And Kobe and I had the same Nike rep at that time. Okay. So even though I wasn't playing in the game, I still came out there. They had brought one of my shoes out, like an All-Star game shoe of mine, all of this and that. Okay. Because I got snubbed. We all thought I was going to be in it, but I wasn't tripping. I still came out there. And man, so we sitting at the table. At the time I was married. We sitting at the table is me, my wife, and Kobe and his wife. And man, on everything, we sitting there having some drinks and talking about life, dog. Because I know it's family. You know, I know
Yeah.
JB, that's my old head, Jelly Bean. You know, I know my Duke, I know her sisters. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we just sitting there talking about life, man, talking about kids. You know what I'm saying? We both bitching about the kids' tuition in elementary school is like a college. You know, it was just we just talking about life, man, and it wasn't even no joint like. Even though with him, I think at the time he had won 3 chips, I think.
Okay.
And you know, it wasn't no joint like he rubbing it in my face or like, yo, remember that time I bust y'all ass and da-da-da-da. You know, it wasn't nothing like that. We ain't even talk basketball.
No basketball talk.
Yeah, we just talk life and Philly shit, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the Bean.
Yeah, Crazy 8.
And the 4th question, what I remember when this happened, they definitely interviewed you about it. What was your take on the PJ Carlissimo Latrell Sprewell situation?
I see why Spree choked him.
Yeah.
You know, cause PJ can get on something. If he's one of them coaches where you got to be mentally strong to play with him because he's doing a lot. Okay. Well, back then, he was doing a lot of cussing. You know, like come the fuck on. You out here playing like some bitches. Da-da-da-da-da-da. But PJ knew his X's and O's. So I was like, man, when I first heard that, I was like, man, Spree must have came in there not wanting to hear that shit today, or you know, something might have happened at the house, and he got tired of that shit. We was like, we couldn't believe it, yo.
Strangle.
We couldn't believe it. We was like, yo, Spree did what? They was like, suspended for so-and-so games with Latrell Sprewell for choking the coach. We was like, yo. And then that's when we was like, man, everybody going around telling the coach, like, all right, I'm going to Sprewell your
ass. Most underrated player.
And the most underrated player I played with or against?
Both.
Both.
Give us both. Both.
Wow, damn. All right, quick one is a young fella by the name of Alex Acker.
Alex Acker.
Yeah, he played with me in Detroit. We drafted him. I forgot where he went to school at, but young boy could ball. You hear me?
I don't feel like I remember him.
No, you don't, because he wasn't there long. He was only there probably for like about a season, if that, before they traded him. But he's the most underrated player that I played with. The most underrated I played against. Wow, I would have to really think about that one. That's a stomper right there. I gotta say, y'all actually got me on that.
Oh, okay. Shout out to the road.
Yeah, the most underrated.
I got a question. So me being a Lakers fan now, I was excited to hear my cousin was up for a job with the coaching staff. What happened and why didn't you take the job?
Well, you can't take what wasn't offered.
Oh, it was just a rumor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how it all got out was, I was coaching down in Memphis a couple years ago. So it was only for that one season. That next season, they're interviewing Penny, and he, I think the guy that's interviewing him, the reporter, posed the question of, what's up with your coaching staff? Who's coming back? So when he got to me, he was like, yeah, I think I lost Sheed to Darvin Ham and the Lakers. Because the previous season, before I joined Memphis, I was coaching high school, and I was about to take this job at this HBCU in Memphis.
Okay.
Penny heard about that, and he's like, damn, like, we can use you down here, instead. So I told him, I said, well, the only way I can come down there is if my man gets this job. He's up for one of these 3 teams to get this job. Unfortunately, at the time, D-Ham didn't get no job. This is before he started coaching the Lakers. Like, D-Ham didn't get a job, so I went with Penny. But Penny let it out that next year. He thinking that it was going to be the same thing. But yeah, I wasn't offered the job by them. He wanted to bring me on, but no, I wasn't. I was never officially offered by the powers that be that runs that team.
Yeah.
Another question. This is from my boy Mosley, crazy UNC fan. He wanted to know what was the toughest college team you played against during your time at North Carolina?
Man, I would say my freshman year, I would have to say it might have been Clemson. They had a good basketball team with Chris Whitney. I think Chris Whitney was the point guard. They had the big fella who was an All-American named Sharon Wright.
Sharon Wright, remember him? He played for the Sixers.
He did for a couple years.
He played for the Sixers for a minit. Yeah.
When I was there my freshman year, then my sophomore year, I would have to probably say DOOK.
Okay.
Whatever happened to Dante Calabria?
Dante wanted to play professional basketball over in Italy. His family is from Italy, so he wanted to go home and play for them. And I heard he's doing real well over there. I think he's the coach of one of them teams, either the FIBA team or the Olympic team. He's on one of them coaching staffs, I think.
That was Dante Calabria. He was the original 24. I remember him back when he played with Sheed. You know what I mean? Him, Stack, Sheed. That North Carolina team. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is it on site when you see somebody from Duke? Does the rivalry keep going forever?
Oh yeah, for sure. It don't stop.
I heard that.
It don't stop. Yeah, I don't care who you are. Like, it's a couple dudes from Duke, I'm cool with, but yeah, on site, it don't stop. You know what it is.
Yeah. I'm a rebel guy myself, but
So Davis, let me ask you before we get off. It's crazy. I told Cuz 15 to 20 minutes, and we're an hour and 30 minutes in. So I cannot thank you enough, Cuz. I appreciate you for tapping in with the road and fucking with us and having this real conversation.
Much appreciated.
Much appreciated. But Davis, is there any ignorance you got before I get into the corny dad joke of the day and we get up off this joint? Like,
ignorance?
Any ignorance that you got for Cuz? Like, any ignorance?
An ignorant question that I always wanted to know?
Yeah.
Man. I got an ignorant question.
Go ahead.
Is the patch in your head, is that a gray hair or is that a birthmark? Is that as a kid, I always wanted to know what that was, man.
Both.
So it's a birthmark?
It's my birthmark and it's gray hair.
Okay.
But the thing about it is, so you know how, like the hair on your head is thicker than, the hair on the rest of your body.
Yeah.
But where my birthmark is at, the hair is real thin. It's real coarse. I mean, real fine. And
got you.
It's way thinner. So it looks like from a distance, I got a bald patch like a barber fucked me up.
Yeah.
But, it's once you get up on it, you can see that it's hair. It's my birthmark.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of I asked a couple of my homeboys if they wanted me to ask you anything, and a lot all bullshit aside, wanted to know about the patch. They was like, "Is that?" You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm glad we knew that. I wanted to know too for a minute. And when you watch it on TV, you can't really tell what the hell's going on.
Yeah, people used to be like, "Your cousin got ringworm." I'm like, "No, bitch, it's not ringworm."
Yeah.
You was calling them bitches.
Just fucking right, I was. Just fucking motherfuckers, man. Fuck wrong with you, bitch? No. All right, so this is the last question I'm gonna ask you, cuz real quick. We done been to some crazy fucking parties, like crazy parties. All-Star Weekend at the African American Museum, All-Star Weekend in DC. Oh my God, it's just period. what was the craziest party? I feel like the Ramon party probably was crazy. I didn't go to that one, but the way y'all told me the story about Ramon's party at his crib in Seattle was nuts.
Oh,
But I I feel like the craziest party I've ever been, that Seattle party. I wish I was. I dream about that party sometimes, and I never went to that bitch. So it didn't describe the fucking party to me. But I feel like the craziest party I ever been to with you, cuz, was polyesters. That's the greatest party in Philadelphia history as far as, and you know how well traveled I am with parties, fucking with y'all. But that polyesters party, Kid from Kid and Play was at that motherfucking party. Oh my fucking god! I feel like that shit was on a fucking weeknight, so I feel like it was like a Tuesday or some shit like that you had this party. Never forget that fucking party. What's the craziest party you've ever attended or ever been to?
That I remember.
That you remember, motherfucker. That you remember, motherfucker.
That polyester party you talking about, that joint is a blur, fam.
No, that joint was so. But you remember, I was a baby, so I wasn't drinking. I was a baby when you did that party, so I didn't drink.
I was white girl wasted that night. The best party that I have to say that I ever been to was at my homie crib. It was a house party, and it was a real pajama jammy jam.
Like house party too?
Yes, a real pajama jam. So I was playing in Portland at the time, right? So we had a day off. So I was like, all right, at the time I was married. So my wife, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go up here to my big homie crib. She already knew him and was cool with him, this and that, right? So boom, here it is, 2-hour drive, bang bang. So I get there about like 3 p.m, right? So I help him set up and all that. And so he's like, man, this joint gonna be crazy. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna see, because now I've been to some of his parties that he did at clubs and bars, but he did it, and he does it for the older crowd. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no. I'm at a majority of his parties. Me and some of my teammates is probably the youngest dudes there, right? So, but he doing joining the crib. He's like, man, thanks, this joint gonna be killer, this and that, right? So we sitting there, I'm banged out 2 J's, boom, like, all right, man, I'm ready to go. So it was a party. I mean, a pajama jammy jam, and he's security. So he's like, look, ladies, if you ain't got no pajamas on, then you can't get in. So he's like, some chicks like, but I sleep nude, this and that, and he would give them a t-shirt on.
Okay.
Like, all right, boom. So, and then if it was it was only like about, all in all, it's probably like about 8 dudes that ended up coming. So,
wait, what?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was like about eight dudes, and it was like about 30, close to 40 women.
Oh my God.
Right?
It wasn't even double-digit niggas at the party. What the fuck?
No, it wasn't.
That's my type of party.
So my man,
absolutely.
We sitting there, everybody having a ball, drinking, smoking. You got the card table over here, you got dominoes over here. People over here having old school dance contests, pop locking. But mind you, dog, all of this is going on, and these chicks got on lingerie. You know what I'm saying? No pasties.
No pasties.
Got on lingerie. Might have on some the little booty shorts. The booty shorts that's cutting their crotch. You know what I'm saying? With just a small little skimpy shirt. And this, I'm talking about, like, now everybody that was in there wasn't fine, so don't get me wrong. Right, but I would say more than half of the chicks in there was like, you whiplash. That's how you like, God damn. Then you're looking around again like, oh shit, like that. So the party goes on. So it's about 12 o'clock. I'm like, shit, I gotta go, because it's a 2-hour ride for me back to Portland. Right? Okay. So, I'm in the little Ramon's kitchen area together, his kitchen and little dining room area was all together, right? So, I'm dapping everybody up like, yo, I'm out, this and that. See y'all later. So I get on the phone. I talk to my wife. I'm like, hey, I'm on the way home. This and that, I'm about to leave. And she's like, all right, ain't no rush. She's like, you good? I'm like, all right. So what your boy do? I'm like,
go back in the fucking party.
I'm like, it sounded like she was asleep. So she won't know what time I came in this joint if she's sleeping, right? So I hit a quick U-turn. I wasn't in the car yet, but I hit a quick U-turn with them steps. Like, hey, let me go back in here. So I go back in, and I'm sitting in the living room on the other side, and then here come my big homie. He comes through like an hour and a half later. He like, damn, nigga, what you doing here? I thought you left. I was like, I thought I did too. But oh man, I didn't get home till like about 5 in the morning. But man, that hey, dog, I'm telling you, that was the best party I ever been to. Ain't no bullshit happened. Everybody had fun. It was like a potluck. A couple of the chicks bought some food, some chicken and some, tater salad and all that other stuff. Like, man, that's going. Hey, let me tell you this, best party I ever been to.
No doubt. Wait, time out. Is that the same party y'all told? Is that the party y'all told me about, or is that a different party?
Yeah. No, that's the party we told you about. Cause I told Ramon if he ever do it again and I'm not there, we're not friends no more.
Yeah, no, I remember Davis. I just remember them telling me about all the butt naked chicks and all that craziness at this party.
Damn, my type of party.
Real quick, so we about to end it. I'm about to tell my corny dad joke of the day real fast. And then I got one more thing to ask Cuz before we get out of here. But let me get into my corny dad joke real fast. All right, y'all ready? All right, so what's red and bad for your teeth?
Twizzlers.
A brick.
What?
Hey, I'm leaving.
A brick, nigga.
Yeah. Don't ever do that again on the podcast. Ever in your life.
And that's actually not true because bricks don't have to be red.
Yeah, but
nigga, we from Philly. The bricks is red. The bricks come
Hey man, she elbow this nigga, please.
All right, man, this crazy.
Before we get out of here, I don't want to give too much detail unless Cuz want to talk about this. But Cuz told me about a story when he got a Maybach and was in Detroit and was on the expressway. And do you remember this story you told me, Cuz, about the book bag and walking down the expressway? You remember this?
Hey, no comment. that's gotta save it for the book.
And
no doubt.
Book bag and Maybach sound like a dope story to me.
Crazy
Say less.
story.
Yeah, no comment. I don't know what he's talking about.
No, but real shit, man. Shout out to you, Cuz. I really appreciate you, man. It's nothing but love. Shout out to Fatty, Aunt Jackie. You know what I mean? The whole family. Shout out to everybody. We really appreciate you for coming on the road and just kicking it. Like I said, it was supposed to be. I told my cuz Davis, I said 15 to 20 minutes because I know he's busy, and he really just been with us for an hour and a half. Like real shit.
Much appreciated. We appreciate it.
I got 3 shows.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
We can do a part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you, man.
Well, real quick though, what's real quick before we get off? What's next for Rasheed Wallace?
Walking away from basketball for a second to work on some business endeavors to make sure that I can still live how I live.
Okay.
So yeah, my first thing, I'm trying to open up this breakfast spot. Hopefully the end of January at the latest.
In the city?
Down here in North Carolina.
Oh, in North Carolina, in NC. Shout out to Coffee Land, Broadnary. That was our spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna come up there too, though. I'm gonna get it up there. But yeah, I'm gonna start down here first. So that's my next line right there. That and just investing a little bit here and there.
Okay. All right.
Sound good.
Keep the road in mind, cuz we around.
Yeah.
Sure.
We around.
Well, once again, man, thank you for coming on the pod. I'm a fan. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
All day.
Moody, take us out this bitch. Oh, shit.
It's the Riding Out All Day podcast. Dirty 30 on here with us. You know, it is what it is. NBA champion, NBA legend. We out this bitch.
The ball do not lie. The ball
At
don't
all.
lie.
At all.
Slapped by Wallace. Overzealous, sending Roger to the line.
Wallace still arguing with John Goble. And here's where he's gotten himself in trouble. Once he gets a technical, he frequently, or certainly earlier in his career, would continue and get that second one.
And then he loses focus and start doing bad habits on the floor.
Dragic misses the technical. And a technical foul on Rasheed Wallace. He's gone. Wallace picks up 2 quick technicals.
You called it, right?
All of his career, and as we've said all along, it's overshadowed a guy who's a terrific basketball player, a great teammate. We've seen that up hand, firsthand, game in and game out in practice. He has lost his temper. The NBA's all-time leader in that department.